I am back, and we're going to go to our only in-studio guest today. But first, I do want to mention that just looked over the temporary flight restrictions for this weekend, all the way from this afternoon through Election Day. You will not see airplanes, small airplanes, helicopters, gliders, hot air balloons, airplanes, anything will be in the air other than birds and big commercial airliners, all closed down because El Presidente is in Wilmington, Delaware. So there'll be quiet skies this weekend, I'll tell you that. So, yeah. So, and hey, I wasn't scheduled to fly at all this weekend, so thanks. My guest today, we always have entry music for our guests now. So, Eric, why don't you hit the music for my guest?
Was he even born when this came out?
Yeah, it's not that Neil Young. My guest today is Neil Young, half of the invited guests that were on today. Representative Chrissy Hoolian's campaign, her staff turned me down to the invitation, and I'd like to thank you for coming on, Neil. Of course, the music.
Well, he has nothing else to do, Barry.
Neil Young, Hey, Hey, My, from the album Rust Never Sleeps, and that song uses the term Rust Never Sleeps, which I brought in because that's much like politics.
Correct, yeah. I prefer Cinnamon Girl myself, but...
Of course you do. You probably like to blow bubbles.
I'm actually not much of a Neil Young fan, to be honest.
I'm not a Neil Young fan either.
Yeah.
You're right, Neil, I'm not.
That's a different person. yeah, she's a little rough on you, so...
That's okay. You know what? Actually, to her point, I'm actually going to defend her, right? Because last time I was on, she was on before me as well, so I shouldn't
That's true.
I shouldn't have the last word. Maybe you have her on afterwards. But Carla, I do appreciate.
Honey, you never get the last word with me.
And I appreciate it. And as somebody who's, I was listening to what you're speaking of Euclid Township because I pass there every day. And
speaking about, not
I
of.
appreciate all the hard work you do. And the truth is, I could use a Carla on my team. I know that's not happening anytime soon, but. I read your blog. Of
course you do.
They all do. Mean stuff about me, and I go straight to the facts.
Oh, you mean about your hair?
Service to the people of Chester County.
Or the fact that you're endorsed by Moms for Liberty?
I see you got a haircut.
Yeah, I'm getting more haircuts these days.
Yeah, right? You got to look respectable.
Apparently, it matters what you look like in politics. I don't know.
Yeah, and by the way, Neil, you came in with a breakfast at Champions this morning. Apparently, a Coke, high test, not diet, and a slice of pizza. So you're on the run, man. You're moving it.
Yeah, so I'm losing weight here, and I don't have all that much to lose, and so try support local business, get my hair cut, get some pizza and a Coke down the street.
All in Westchester. Okay. Haircut and food.
And I think one of the most to Carla's point is,
I'm sorry, is his
things like
stuff going to be all about me?
That we have open space, and then affordable housing oftentimes pushes up against those things.
Right.
And so we get this high level of development, and there's a lot. She gets into the nuance and the specifics, and that's really, really good. But if you take a step back, you go, well, who is it? What kind of person is going to represent us? And I say, well, guess what? It's a person who's been here their whole life, the person who went to Coatesville and Downingtown, who graduated from Westchester University, the person who teaches here, the person who goes to church here, the person who has 18 nieces and nephews.
Quit referring to yourself in the third person, Neil. Oh my God. Where's the vomit emoji?
The kind of person who's walking
no, that's not the kind of person that you necessarily want to represent you.
Embedded and connected in community.
You're not connected. You're an opportunist. And taxpayers are paying for your sabbatical so you can run for Congress. That's the last word.
I know you're available and you're